And see, this is where I want to land. Because it's this. Listen, I'm done. I promise you I'm done. See, this is the issue. And this is where I want to shift us. Because in marriage, you know what our competition over is too much? We competing for who's going to have the last word. We compete for who's going to get the most allowance. We compete about who's going to have the most authority. But in a healthy marriage, there is not a competition for say or power or authority. You're in a competition to outlove each other and outserve each other and outmeet one another's needs. In other words, it ought to be a competition on who's going to love each other better, who's going to affirm each other the most, who's going to speak one another's love language the best. In other words, you can't not withhold your way to a better marriage. You can't withhold your way to wholeness. You've got to give your way to wholeness. You've got to pray your way to wholeness. You've got to serve your way to wholeness. You've got to honor your way to wholeness. And what I'm saying to us today, friends of mine, is that we spend a whole lot of time worrying about the other person. No, don't spend no time worrying about them. Make the investments inside of your house, cover it with Jesus, and it will withstand whatever temptations wait for you outside of the door. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Listen, I'm done. You can play something for me. And what I'm saying today, friends, I know that this is an uncomfortable situation to talk about. But let me just say to anybody that's even messed up and made a mistake, and you stepped outside of the covenant, I need you to know there's still grace for you. There's grace for you. Do you realize that the illustration from Old Testament to New Testament is that Christ is bridegroom and we are unfaithful bride? And the same way God has grace for an unfaithful church, there is sufficient grace for any brother or sister that has stepped outside of the boundary. But I do need you to know this, that rebuilding trust is not the journey of a month. See, this is why I say you overpay. Because see, when you cross that threshold, you lose something into the atmosphere of that house that you will spend a lifetime trying to rebuild.